All right. Good morning, 6 a.m. We have a strength lower body today. You guys are really just going to use 2 to 3 kettlebells. There's really not a whole lot that you're going to need. But there is a medium-sized pair today that you could use with a chest press. I think we might shoulder press with it. I can't remember exactly. You also have an opportunity to add in super bands and mini bands. So I would grab those as well. So today's layout is kind of like supersetting 2 moves. And so each one is going to be a 45-45 back-to-back, then a 35-35 back-to-back, and then a 25-25. So we're going to repeat movements. But today, not only are we going to repeat the movements, but you're going to have an opportunity to advance the movement. So sometimes we'll be using just a band. Sometimes we might add a plyometric move to it, and sometimes we might add heavier weights to it. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, see, that says 5:59, but my watch says 6. So we're going to go ahead and hit play and get this party started. As you guys begin your warm up, hopefully you guys have been sleeping. Okay, so I want you to start with just a little bob up and down on your toes. You can kind of have heavy hanging arms, kind of like limp noodles. And there's value in that. Today is the 6th, right? It is. Good. After you've been kind of bobbing up and down and you got these hangy, loosey-goosey arms, you guys can start to add a little bit more intention into the movement. So when you're ready, you can add kind of a more aggressive hop, get a little bit more control side to side, and then take it into those long arm jacks. So bringing intention into each movement from the feet on the way up to those arms. Good. I would also do that alternating front jack just to kind of check things out. Now we have booty kicks and high knees for a reason on our suggestion. So I would do those 2 next. If it feels more natural to do your high knees first, do it. Okay. But get into those guys. Then when you're ready, go ahead and start those lunges. You can do forward lunges or back lunges. Good. Knee hug. You just grab that knee and hug it nice and close. Give it a good time. You might even come back to this knee hug a couple times today, beginning and end. How you guys doing? You feeling all right? It's only Tuesday, right? Okay, only Tuesday, but I'm still a little bit feeling my kickboxing class yesterday. Good. So in that forward fold with a twist, you can add it a couple different ways, guys. You can do that ragdoll rocking side to side. You can also plant that hand in the center, torso twist, one hand to the sky. Good. Then when you get into your side lunge, treat it as a stretch. You can also add twisting to your side lunge. If you side lunge to the right, take that left hand to the inside of that right foot and torso twist, right hand to the sky, and then alternate. Feels pretty good, pretty deep through that adductor. You guys still have a good 2 minutes throughout this warm up, and I think we probably start right out the gate with our first 45-second set. That high plank shoulder tap is a great way to fire up your core. I know you guys are used to doing that in kickboxing now, but your lower body is going to take a lot of core today and a lot of core support. So hit that high plank shoulder tap a good 10 to 14 to 16 times. So in the last minute, I want you guys to get into that squat thruster squat. And I want you to work up into that green zone. So your squat thruster squat, your good mornings, your plank shoulder tap, those 3 moves should start to feel like the first working set. Okay. So this is part of your workout. If you want to add your super band because you got it this morning, add it to your good morning. Press the hips back, squeeze the glutes forward. I want you to keep going through that squat, press, or squat. Today's game is trying to work well enough at the right pace, the right rep, and the right weight to get into our green zone. Our very first movement today is a super band bounce squat. So you can step in that band, hold it at the chest or hold it overhead. And we're going to go bottom, middle, bottom, top. Here we go. Bottom, middle, bottom, top. You might be able to use your bigger band, bottom, middle, bottom, top, and squeeze those glutes at the bottom. If you do not have a super band, you could use a mini band. You are going to want to eyeball a bigger kettlebell because we're going to go into deadlifts after we set this band down. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Regular deadlift, driving the hips back, reaching for that kettlebell, chest and eyes forward. Stand straight up, squeeze your glutes. Good. So think about intention here. Spread your toes inside your shoes. Grip the floor so you have a nice flat foot. Toes should not elevate, right? Grip, solid heels, 3-point touch, right? Balls of your feet, heels of your feet are solid. Grip the floor, activate the inner adductor, squeeze the glutes. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to go back and hit that set again. You can add the band or you don't need to add the band. Take the heels wider than the shoulders, drop the butt straight down. This time we're going body weight wide squats, and we're going to pair it with that deadlift again. Here we go. This time, 35 seconds. So think about the difference between your squat and your deadlift. Good. Flat feet, squeeze the glutes at the top. Start the squeeze from the bottom. Don't let your toes come up. You're going into a deadlift in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Drive those hips back, shins vertical to the floor. Squeeze the glutes at the bottom. Finish the squeeze at the top. Say what? Yeah. Activate the glutes at the bottom. Start the booty squeeze at the bottom. Finish the squeeze at the top. Don't start your squeeze at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Back to it. Exact same thing. If you want to up the ante this time in your wide squat, you can hold a kettlebell down low, or you're welcome to goblet squat right here. Squeeze again. Spread the toes. Grab the floor with your feet. Strong base. Ready? Let's go. Nice. You guys got 10 seconds. If you're holding it in goblet, you're going to drop that kettlebell down between the legs. Shift your stance. Deadlift. 3, 2, 1. Deadlift. He's only 25 seconds. $15. 10. Work all the way to the end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we got 1 minute. We're going to work on that next set. You need your mini bands and a light kettlebell. Good morning. It's weird seeing you here at 6. All right, you guys. So for the first set, You can see these are going to build upon each other. So again, 45, 45, 35, 35, 25, 25. Anytime we band it, the closer to your waist, the more support you're going to get from the rest of your body. So the further away from your levers, the harder it is. A little bit more challenging, a little less challenging. I don't know if that's the right word. Sometimes it's just a matter of what's right for me today, okay? In order to make sure that you're isolating your glute. So we got a three-way abduction, side, back, and lateral, back behind you, both sides. Then we're going to go into our Z step, which I'll show. Then we're going to go back to it, and we're going to add a kettlebell at our side for the last set. So in 3, 2, 1. Slightly soften the knees, pull the belly in, back. I'm sorry, lateral, back, diagonal, straight back behind you. Now, if you are feeling stabilization through your upper back, we're using the wrong muscle group. You shouldn't feel that, okay? You should have a pelvic tuck, abs in, and you should be moving with your glute, all of those moves. You're going to feel a little hammy, a little butt cheek, but no back. We're going to switch sides in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And one side might make more sense than the other when I say that. Speaking from experience, think about firing up every single muscle in your glute and in your hamstring. Like, let's fire it up so when we weight load in our bigger lifts, every muscle is working. In 3, 2, 1. I think that ding is in the song, right? Did you hear that ding and think we were done? Okay, we got Z step. So you're going to step front and diagonal, bring your other foot together and alternate apart together. In 3, 2, here we go. Now, hip hinge. So you're in a little bit of a squat. Think about where you're engaging the movement. If you can feel your glute more, squatting a little bit lower, squat a little bit lower. All right, we're going to pop that heart rate up a little bit. Split jump in 2, 1, apart together. If we're not hopping in the air, do a split together, a split together, a split together. You can still get that benefit. Nice. 15. Last 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. You can keep that band down low. You can put it up high, whatever you want to do. This time it's only 20 seconds, pelvic tuck. We're going to go just out to the side. If you want to add a small kettlebell to the side, you're more than welcome to add it. Otherwise, just use that band. So again, focus on the little things here. We're using a band. We're using a little kettlebell, right? Focus on the muscles that are working. We're going to switch sides. 3, 2, 1. Abs in. Try not to lift your leg with your back or your obliques. Isolate. Use the hip. I can see some of you guys using your back. That's why I'm saying it. Rest. All right. Now, we're going to up the ante just a little bit here. We're going to start with a super band. And we're going to fold him in half and put him underneath our feet. So we're going to work on our deadlift. And this is actually going to be a stiff leg deadlift, okay? So you're going to apparently hip hinge. And then when you come to the top, squeeze and give me a shoulder shrug. All right. We're going to start here. Then go into our side lunge. If you want to add a step, you can. Then we're going to add 2 kettlebells or 1, doesn't matter. And we're going to do the exact same movement, only with weights instead of bands. Stiff leg deadlift, shrug. And then we're going to weight load our side lunges. Let's go ahead and start with the bands in 3, 2, 1. So fold it in half, hip hinge, shoulder shrug, roll it back, proud chest, abs in, push that booty back with a strong belly, shoulder shrug. Good. Again, feet are flat. Try not to lock out the knees. Keep the knees soft. You can get rid of that band. We're going to side lunge, alternating sides. You can go stationary or you can add a step. You got 30 seconds. I can't say adding a step or removing a step is advanced or not as hard. What I can say is understand the purpose. Sit the hip back. Feet stay planted. Make it look like we're going to add weight to it. So when you do, it looks good. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're going to do this next set with weights. So instead of the band, you're going to use weights. Go ahead and grab a pair, medium size. In 3, 2, 1. Grab those kettlebells. Roll the shoulders back, proud chest. Stiff leg deadlift. Shoulder roll. Stiff leg deadlift. Shoulder shrug. Oh. Now you have choices. You can put 1 kettlebell down, hold it at your chest. You could rack a kettlebell right here. Weight load. Let's go. If you wanted to hang the kettlebell, you could certainly hang the kettlebell. You won't get as much range if you do that, though. Think about sitting the butt back. In 3, 2, 1. We're going to repeat that exact same thing. If it felt fantastic, grab another pair. If you'd rather do it with a band, you're welcome to do it with a band. Again, shoulder roll, proud chest. In 3, 2, 1. With your shrug, literally pull your shoulders up as close to yours as you can, and then roll them down and back, create as much space as you can. Yep. We're going to side lunge now. You got choices. You can do body weight. You can add a kettlebell, whatever you want to do. Here we go. Side lunge, drop that butt back. I don't know. Today, I'm probably going to choose stationary and a nice big kettlebell. You got 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right. So now we know what a stiff leg deadlift is, and we know what a squat is. So we're actually going to smooth those two movements together. It's called a wave squat. We haven't done that one in a hot minute. So you're going to use one kettlebell. You can hold it by the belly or by the handles. That part doesn't matter, okay? So roll the shoulders back just like we did with that shrug. So you got a proud chest, belly in. You're going to use your belly and push your hips back. So you're in kind of like that stiff leg deadlift position and stop. Then you're going to start to drop your butt and lift your chest, and you'll come into a squat. Your squat might not be this low. It might be lower. Then you're going to stand straight back up again. We're going to add this to a side plank rolling with a leg lift. Okay. Go ahead and grab your kettlebell. Let me see it. Hip hinge back, butt down, chest up, stand straight up. Long arms. If you feel like your kettlebell is too big and your range is too far, you belly the kettlebell. Hold it by the belly. Yep. Nice. "20 seconds. 15. I would not hold the kettlebell there. I mean, if you want to hurt your back, go ahead and keep doing it. Otherwise, hang it low. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down to the ground. Side plank. Pause, add a lift. Roll to the other side. Pause, add a lift right here. Stay strong. Don't let the hips drop. If you notice your hips are dropping with the leg lift, remove it. Ooh, you can hear that beeper. This set is nice and simple. You got 5 more seconds and we're going to repeat it. In 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, so evaluate how that felt. Belly it up, roll the shoulders back. Hip hinge, drop the butt, lift the chest. Stand right back up. 3, 2, 1, here we go. The part of this that's weird is the transition between the stiff leg and the deep squat. Drop the butt, lift the chest. Side plank rolling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down to the ground. Here we go. Pause in your side plank. Nice straight leg. Squeeze the core. Try not to let the hips drop back. Yes, nice. 6 a.m. You got 10. Looks good, Jody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Back to that wave squat one more time. You can adjust your weights at any point. This one's only 25 seconds. It's going to be a faster transition. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hip hinge. Drop the butt, lift the chest. Come out of that squat. You should be feeling your abs the whole time on this one. If you feel it in your back, more belly. More belly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the kettlebell down. Side plank rolling. Roll to the side. Pause. Lift the leg. Roll to the left. Pause. Lift the leg. Nice. 6 a.m. You guys look great. Nice work, Dave. You got 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got 1 minute. Come to your feet. All y'all who like the really hard stuff, here it is. How you doing, Sean? you see I put your name up on the board? Because you're not a Facebooker? Yeah. Yeah, I do a drawing every single week, and it's usually on Sunday nights, and you happen to win. Well, originally it was accidentally Aaron, but I screwed it up, so I didn't get to sort it. All right, you guys, so here we go. If you look at the set, you're going to realize that it's a nice, challenging set. I wouldn't go too heavy in your weights. If you feel like you undershoot it, just up your weights, right? So 45, start light. But we're doing a front lunge with 2 kettlebells in suitcase. Then you'll double rack your kettlebells and go into your squat. Get ready for it. Here we go. In 2, 1. Roll the shoulders back. Strong, proud chest. Alternate that front lunge. If the step, you feel really uneven today, just get yourself in a stationary lunge. Do 3 or 4 on the right and then 3 or 4 on the left. Yep. In 10, 3, 2, 1, double rack. Try to build good habits. Look at your rack. Do you look like an 11? Yep. Elbows down, your arms should look like an 11. You got 15. 10 seconds. Big breath, you guys. I see that yellow. Big breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. All right. We're repeating. If you felt like you knocked the weight, stay with it. If you undershot it, you can always go up. It's 35 seconds. Get ready for it. Roll the shoulders back. Suitcase. 2, 1. Let's go. Control the kettlebells with a strong spine. If they're shaking all over or they start to waver a little bit, I know you're getting tired. That's cool. Just roll the shoulders back, tighten it up. Pause at the top for a second, catch your breath, fix it, lunge again. You're racking in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rack them right into that squat. Make that 11. Strong arms. Kettlebells in front of the shoulders. Nice. If that double rack at any point is too much, you could just set 1 kettlebell down so you don't interrupt your squat too much. Just set 1 down and go into a goblet. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. You got 15 seconds. Here's the deal. You can go back to your suitcase lunge. You could do a goblet hold. You get a choice on your lunges. You could rack your lunges for all I care. You could do a back lunge if you want. Ready? Let's go. You can suitcase it. You could rack it. You could try step back lunge. You'll probably feel stronger longer. In 10, you got a choice of your squat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You could do a suitcase squat. You could do a goblet squat. You could hang them in the middle. You could rack it. 15. Good work, 6 a.m. I like the choices. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Set that stuff down, rest a little bit. How you guys doing? That set got you a little bit, didn't it? Yeah. Okay. So here's the deal. We're going to work on those movement patterns first, and then we're going to increase the workload. So we're starting with a curtsy lunge to a standing oblique. So I'm going to move my right foot first, keep my left stationary. I'm going to step back curtsy lunge. I may or may not tap my toe, and then I'm going to open that hip to an oblique crunch. Okay, we're going to do that right and left. Then you're going to use a light kettlebell. And we'll curtsy, crunch. We'll add weight to it. And then I'll show you how to pulse and crunch. In 3, 2, here we go. Curtsy, oblique crunch. I feel like this music is really too angry for the move that we're doing. Don't you think? I feel like the whole list is pretty angry. Let's see what we get. You got 10. We're going to switch sides in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Curtsy, oblique crunch, curtsy, oblique crunch. So when we do all body weight, it can be really easy to rush the move. But think about each and every muscle group that should be working and what's going to happen when we add a weight load to it. Find balance, find stability, find range of motion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So if holding the kettlebell up overhead during your lunge puts an undue strain on your shoulder, just rack it here. And you can always add that secondary press when you crunch. Okay. So here we go. Big reach, strong, stable spine. Find balance. If you don't have to tap that toe, don't. If you can keep your moving leg elevated the whole time, friggin' do it, man. Don't put that toe down. Don't use it. But if your balance isn't there, use that toe, dang it. We're going to switch sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Switch. You got 10. Feel the spinal strength, the spinal stability of holding that kettlebell overhead. 2, 1. All right. So you can have a kettlebell, you can have no kettlebell. When we get into our curtsy, you're going to give me 3 curtsy pulses and then come up in oblique crunch. Okay. In 2, 1. So curtsy, 3 little pulses and crunch. Curtsy, 3 little pulses and crunch. Nice knee alignment, you guys. We're going to switch sides. In 3, 2, 1, switch. So obviously today is a crap ton of lower body. If we get into some lunges that are too much, stay on 2 feet and do a squat. Stay on 2 feet and do a squat instead of a lunge. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Woo. All right. This is not the last set. okay? But we are getting closer. We've got a little bit of abs. Then we're going to fire up. So it's the same layout of 45 seconds. So the first two are 40-40. V-up gumbo means I want you to do 4 movements, okay? I want you to roll up. Then I want you to V-up right, V-up left, then V-up both. Then right back into your roll-up. Reverse inchworm. Y'all know my husband hates me for this one, right? You hear him crab about it all the time. From plank, you're going to walk your toes up. My weight stays in my hands and back down. V-up gumbo, let's go. Nice. Roll up, right, left, both. Give yourself a little reset between those moves. We will use your mini bands in our next set if you got them close. If you don't worry about it. 10 seconds. You're going to flip it over for high plank in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High plank. Roll the shoulders back. Pull the abs in. Suck that belly up. Think about doing a TRX pike up. Use your belly to pike up. Teeny tiny little steps with those toes. Pull the hips up with your abs. If you were in TRX, how would it feel? Slide those toes forward. 15 seconds. Last 10. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you guys still have your mini bands, we're going to band. You could use your super bands for this too. You could use either, whatever you like better. And we got those hip bridge lifts. I want you to drop your butt all the way down to the ground and squeeze. Let's go. Ground your feet. Pretend you got something between those legs so the inside is activated just as much as the out. You're going to shift that band to your feet. Bicycles in 3, 2, 1 right here. You can completely kick the band off too. You got 20 seconds. Nice job, 6 a.m. You got 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lose the band. Come to a seated position. Roll the shoulders back. Fingertips can point towards the toes or dial in any direction. Roll the shoulders back, proud chest. You can lift into a reverse tabletop or you can lengthen those legs. Hold. Here we go. You can play with it. If you drive the heels in, lift the toes, a little bit different muscle activation than if you press the heels in and point. Which one gives you more? 5, into running man. 3, 2, 1. Get that back all the way up off the ground. Opposite knee, opposite elbow. 15 seconds and we're coming up on our finisher. You got 10. Oh, it's not even on the tile. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. You got 45 seconds to make your way to a wall or a pole, a door frame. We got a finisher today. It is a wall sit. You got about 30 seconds to get there. If you sweat, take your towel with you. Okay, take your towel with you. You could use this pole here. You could use any frame. Find a space. You got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit it down. Here we go. All right. So no hands on your legs. Make sure your knees are right over your heels. That's perfect, Kelly. Nice work. Pretty good. Now, where's the weight at in your feet? Are you pushing into your toes and your toes are kind of driving into the ends of your shoes? Don't do that. Sit it back. Stay down. When you come out, you got to be done. Get down. Now, if you just got a burn going right here, you're not low enough. You need to drop a little bit lower so the burn goes all the way into your quad. Come on. We're not even at a minute yet. Let's go. You guys can do it. Abs in. Hands to the side. Roll the shoulders back. Breathe. We just made it a minute. Woo. Wait a minute. When we're done, you guys. When you're done and you come up, get off the wall. Let's go. I got a couple people who've already come out. It's not a 6-minute hold. It's a wall sit to failure. So when you're done, you're done. We made it 1 minute, 30 seconds. Way to focus, Sean. I like it. Good. Nice. Good. Good. You guys got it. Oh, Brad's making another choice. Nice work, Kelly. You're coming up on 1:45. Ladies over here, you staying strong, you two. Nice. Find your focus. Weight is evenly distributed in heels and the ball of your foot. Abs are in tight. That's a 2-minute wall sit so far. Nice. Keep focusing. Embrace the burn. Let it go all the way up the quad. Good work, Jody. Good. Reassess yourself. Those of you still hanging, you're at 2.5 minutes. Reassess. Make sure you're at that 90-degree bend at the hip and the knee. Nice work, Sean. You're 15 seconds away from that 3-minute mark. Nice work, Carla. Shake it out. Once you're done, shake it out. 5 seconds from that 3-minute mark. Good. There it is, 3 minutes. All right, everyone. You can keep holding if you want. You can sit back down, but everyone is broke at least once. We went those 3 minutes. So when you are done, guys, give yourself a little rest and recover. And do a really gentle standing quad stretch, okay? Nice job. That was good. Nice work, Jody.